What's up, everybody? What's up? Hey, I was just thinking about something. I used to make a lot of videos when I used to walk down the street in New York. Now, the streets to walk down now. You can hardly find sidewalks down south. There's some sidewalks right here, but I ain't walking. It'd be too hot. Hey, but I was thinking I was talking to a friend saying when you dating a girl that got children, that's like you against her, against the children, and against the baby daddy. And if she got a baby, and if she got 2 or 3 baby daddies, then you're gonna have trouble with 2 or 3 baby daddies. So that's you and the girl, that's you and her babies and their personalities that you gotta deal with. You gotta deal with her personality, you gotta deal with the baby's personality, and you gotta deal with the baby daddy. Sometimes. When I was younger, I used to have to go through that shit. I used to mess with this girl that I stayed in Wagner. And I did some dumb shit one day. She had 2 children. And she said they was by the same guy. But I've come to find out that the children, I don't think they're by the same guy. I think that guy was just a nice guy and he was taking care of that other baby too. But I went to the house one day and was kicking her door, man. I kicked that project door so bad that the shit was bent. I was dumb. I told my boxing trainer, he said, "You're a fucking fool." I told Don, he said, "You're a fucking fool. You dealing with a girl, man, you gotta deal with all the fucking personalities." And it was lucky for them little boys, cause the guy was, he was like a father figure to them. But even still, you got all this shit going on, talking about gay this and gay that, and they try to make it seem. I know when I was growing up, they used to say gay was a mental illness. They said it was a mental illness. Then they said it was genetic. And then they just said it is what it is. But I remember one time, for a long time, they used to say it was genetic. And it's not. There's no such thing as a gay gene. But what it is just a boy, dealing with issues. Your mind, dealing with issues. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's grown up in a single-parent home. And children mimic their parents. Children copy everything they see. They copy shit. And how you think they learn how to walk? They copy their parents. How you think they learn how to talk? They copy their parents. So if a boy is in the house under his mother, he has no male role models. All he sees the mother and the grandmother and the aunts and shit. That's who he gonna act like. He gonna act like the mother and the aunt and shit, and pick up their feminine ways. There's no male role model around for him to imitate, so he gonna imitate his mother. That's all it is. And then when he get older, and then you got uncles and shit, then he's confused. That's all it is. People try to make it seem like it's genetics, and for so long they used to say it was genetics. And then, like I said, first they said it was a mental illness. They used to say, and even calling it gay. At first they didn't call it gay. They used to use the P word. P, it sounds like funk, but it's with a P. They say he's a punk. Or they used to use the F word. I don't want to say it because then they'll ban me on TikTok. But that's what it was. But then they just said gay. And the reason they say gay now, gay means you're happy. Gay means you're festive. But now they say gay now because it's easier, it's more acceptable. And, it's like population control. That's all it is. It's a boy that grows up in a mix-up home and he don't know. That's all it is.